Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and we have another brand new Mattel Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous set to take a look at, as we are looking at the Yaz and Velociraptor Blue set. This set was actually kindly sent to me completely for free, thanks to Mattel for sending this over in their really cool influencer package that they had shipped my way a few days back. I did film an unboxing of that, so make sure you check that unboxing out because it's probably one of the coolest boxes that you'll ever see. But again, this set includes what we can obviously see in front of us here would be Yasmina from the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous show, as well as two Compsognathus and Velociraptor Blue. There is actually also supposed to be a compass included, but for some reason I couldn't find it in the package. I really don't know where it went or what happened, if it was lost in transit or what exactly had occurred there, but it unfortunately was not present in the package. So we have everything here to take a look at minus the compass. And I must say that everything here looks really nice. Velociraptor Blue, as far as the attack pack version, has never looked better. And Yaz is really beautifully done as far as the figure goes. Like, it really captures her likeness quite nicely. And then, of course, we have two compies that are pretty fun, but, you know, they're just kind of like really fun little extras included. So let's go ahead, get a closer look at all of this right now. So starting with Velociraptor Blue, this particular figure is the same sculpt that we've had previously, and in fact, I believe this one was in the Ceratosaurus Clash set, as this has Velociraptor Blue's resculpted legs, so he's a little bit higher up as opposed to a slightly crouching position that he had previously. However, the one in the Ceratosaurus Clash set did not include near as much paintwork as what we see on this one. So basically, we've got the same sculpt that we have had previously, so we don't really need to take a look at the sculpt, but what we do need to look at is the new paint application. And what we can see here as far as this one goes, paint-wise, is a really nicely painted yellow eye with a nice black pupil, and it looks beautiful. It also sports a really nice gloss coat on the eyes right there. Of course, we've got the articulated jaw, and on the inside of the mouth, we can see a very nice realistic coloration for the tongue, and there's no color on the top of the mouth, but the tongue is really nicely done, as are those kind of like little skin flap areas here on the side of the mouth. The teeth appear to be painted pretty nicely. There's no real sloppiness or anything with those, and they are given a nice off-white coloration. The eye over here is also very beautifully placed, so it's very nice and carefully painted, which is a plus because we have had some quality control issues as far as the paintwork goes in the past from Mattel, but these newest figures that I've been seeing, actually probably for the past couple months, maybe to a year, they've all really nicely been painted, so there hasn't been too many issues as far as the eye placement goes, so hopefully Mattel has actually fixed that now. One other area on this figure that is definitely new is the fact that the blue streak here, that blue stripe that runs down the side of Blue, is outlined with the white, and previously we did not have that, and you can see the paint runs all the way out onto the tail, which is also quite nice to see because Mattel does tend to stop the paint of their figures before it actually reaches the tail, and they do that quite often. But you don't see that on this Velociraptor Blue, and this one looks really, really nice as far as the actual blue stripe running down the side goes, and it just makes a world of difference having it outlined with the white. The only other areas of coloration on this, I believe that would be different. Actually, first of all, there's a speckling, which you can see. We do have that black speckling. You can really see it here in the thigh. But the other areas would be the underside of Velociraptor Blue now sports this little area of lighter coloration, which previously was not on the Ceratosaurus Clash version, and then we also have nail paint, so unfortunately no fingernails, but we do have toenail paint, given a really nice grayish coloration as well as a glossy look, so it shines like real nails would, or potentially close to what real nails would shine like. But again, really beautiful Velociraptor Blue, and in my opinion, that's probably the best Blue has looked in an attack pack style form. And then we've got the compies, and the compies are exactly the same figures that we have had quite a few times now. It is unfortunate that we seem to get these ones more so than the version that was with the Destructosaurs, because there was a beautiful compy that was with the Destructosaurs that just doesn't seem to get re-released, as we always get these ones, which these ones are fun because you can cling them to like the characters. You can attach them to the arms or legs or whatever you would like, so that it appears as though they are attacking them, almost Lost World Jurassic Park style. But the sculpts are pretty fun. They look really quite nice. They're actually quite nicely detailed, but we have taken a look at these before, and there's nothing new with these ones at all. Just straight up repacks. And then we have Yaz, and you can see that as far as Yaz goes, she looks great. Like, it really, really looks good as far as what she looks like in the show. So as far as like screen accuracy goes to her sculpt, she looks really, really close to what she looks like in the show. You can see the eyes are painted beautifully. You have very nice, careful paintwork. You can see the lips are painted as well as the eyebrows. The hair as well is really nicely painted. The hair might be a shade or two off compared to what she looks like in the show, but it looks really good here on the figure. The outfit itself is very nicely detailed, as you usually find when it comes to a human released in the Mattel Jurassic World line, and you can see that as far as the paintwork goes, everything is pretty much top-notch the entire way down, even here on the shoes. Everything just looks really, really good throughout the entire figure. Actually, there's a little hint of sloppiness right there on the foot, but for the most part, everything looks fantastic paint-wise and sculpt-wise. It's a beautiful figure, and she does have quite a bit of articulation. You can move the head left or right. You can also move the shoulders. They work really well. They can also swivel, and then you have a joint in the elbow, so you can move the elbow as well. You also have hip articulation right there, and you can actually swivel her this way or that way, and then, of course, knee articulation as well. So just a load of articulation on your Yasmina figure, and I think this as well is a great addition now to the Jurassic World line, and I think it's absolutely awesome that we are getting some of the Camp Cretaceous characters. Hopefully, we'll get all of them, but definitely fun to at least have some. And just like I was saying with these compies, if you are unfamiliar with these guys, you just basically can take them and then latch them onto the arms or legs or whatever you would like of both human characters and, depending on the size of the dinosaurs, potentially dinosaurs as well. So it appears as though they are being attacked by the Compsognathus. So they are really fun little additions, and I definitely think they make great display pieces as well. And you do get two of them. They are in the exact same pose, so they're just the same compy twice, but they're really fun, again, to attach to your humans and display them that way. As far as a size, Velociraptor Blue is your standard attack pack size. So you're looking at about 6.5 inches in length, or about 16.5 centimeters. And then height to the top of the head, just a hair under 3.5 inches, or closing in on 9 centimeters. And then to the top of the tail here, you're looking at about 3.75 inches, or about 9.5 centimeters. As far as Yaz goes, for a height, you're looking at about 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters. They are roughly the same height. Both of them are. For a size comparison, there is the Attack Pack Colovosaurus and Robert Muldoon, as well as the Scorpius Rex, here to compare with the Yaz, Velociraptor Blue, and Compy figures, and you can definitely get a good idea of the fact that they are pretty much the standard size as far as a Mattel figure goes. Of course, Attack Pack Blue there is the same size as pretty much every other Attack Pack Blue, but the Yaz figure is right there in the same size range as the majority of the different humans, and this also helps to give you a really good idea of how the Scorpius Rex matches up and sizes up in comparison to these figures here all at the same time. So unfortunately, we did not have the compass to take a look at, but I feel like that's a pretty minor addition to the set, so I wasn't too worried about it, but I may end up picking the set up again just to have the complete set, but that one I'll just leave in the box, I guess. But this Yaz, Velociraptor Blue, and Compy set is a really, really nice release, and it's actually nicer than I thought it would be, because originally I thought that Velociraptor Blue was just a straight-up repack. I didn't pay enough attention, I think, to the promotional images to realize that there was actually extra paint included on her. So we do have some really nice paintwork on this blue, and again, potentially the best that Velociraptor Blue has looked in Attack Pack form. So I am really happy that it's not just a straight-up repack, and it does have some differences. The sculpt is really nice. The paintwork is actually really nice on the figure as well. So a really beautiful interpretation of Velociraptor Blue included in this set. You also have the really fun Compsognathus figures, which are nothing to write home about, but they are always an absolutely awesome addition to any set because they're really cool for display options, and they're really nicely sculpted for the most part. There's no real paintwork to them, as they're just a straight-up green color, but they are still pretty fun additions to the set, and again, display-wise, they are an awesome addition to any set. And then Yaz is really beautifully done as well. She really does look exactly as she looks in the show, and I love the fact that we are going to be getting the majority of the Camp Cretaceous kids. We already have had Darius for quite a while, so it's nice to see some others like Yaz and Kenji, and more getting a release very soon, and I am happy to officially have Yaz here in my collection, and hopefully, again, we'll get all of the human characters from the show at some point, because I would love to have them all here to display with each other, but Yaz specifically looks beautiful as far as the sculpt and paintwork goes, of course sporting some really nice articulation, so display options are pretty much unlimited as far as she goes. And again, the entire set as a whole is just a really nice release yet again from Mattel for the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous line. So if you are interested in picking this up, I do believe this should start hitting stores very soon, but it was also up for sale on Amazon. I don't entirely know for sure if it is still available on there, but I will include a link in the description to the listing for it, so that if it is still in stock, you can order it, and if it is not still in stock, you can at least put it into your wish list, and then you can, of course, purchase it when it does come back into stock. One way or another, I definitely recommend this set because it is a really cool release, again, from Mattel. And I want to say one last huge thank you to Mattel for sending this over, along with the Scorpius Rex, and that super awesome influencer package. So make sure you pick this up, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.